When most people think about the furry fandom, they picture fursuits, conventions, and maybe a little chaos. But in 2026, the fandom isn't going through some wild reboot. It's leveling up. What started as a niche interest has quietly turned into a massive global pack. More creators, more personas, more shared spaces, and way more floof. Conventions aren't just cons anymore. They're safe dens, places where you can unmask, be yourself, and vibe with people who get you. In this documentary, we're breaking down how the furry fandom is changing in 2026. From huge crowd growth to better organization, from inclusivity and consent culture to what the future of the pack really looks like. This isn't just about furries. It's about a fandom growing up. All right, let's talk about something every furry has felt recently. Conventions are getting huge. Like, I'm not talking, oh wow, that's busy, huge. I mean, full on this place is a furball of chaos, huge. Every year, the pack keeps growing. New personas, first-time congoers, seasoned suitors, all showing up with badges, tails, and way too much excitement. You've seen it. Registration lines wrapping around hotel lobbies, elevators stuffed with paws and plushies, and panels filling up faster than free head pats. It's honestly kinda amazing. But yeah, it also means the fandom isn't small anymore. We're not a tiny niche. We're a full-on furry city now. Now, when cons get this big, there's only two ways it can go. Either total chaos or better organization. And honestly, in 2026, most furry conventions are choosing the second option. You'll notice things like badge checks at main entrances now. Not to be strict or kill the vibe, but to keep the flow smooth and the spaces safe. Instead of everyone rushing one room at the same time, crowds move cleaner, lines make more sense, and staff actually have breathing room. It's kind of a sign that the fandom is growing up. We still have the fun, the floof, the memes, but now there's structure behind it. And trust me, when a con runs smoothly, everyone enjoys the vibe a lot more. And here's the really cool part. The furry fandom isn't just growing bigger, it's growing everywhere. For a long time, most big cons were locked to a few major cities. But in 2026, we're seeing new local and regional events pop up across the map. Places like Brazil are planning their own conventions. Cities like Atlanta are watching events grow so fast, they might outpace cons that have been around for years. That's huge for the community. It means you don't always have to travel halfway across the country just to find your pack. More local cons means more accessibility, stronger regional communities, and more chances for people to finally step into the fandom IRL. The pack isn't just bigger now, it's closer. Now, if there's one thing the furry fandom has always been good at, it's creativity. But in 2026, conventions aren't just meetups anymore. They're full-on themed experiences. Some cons are turning their mascots into trading card games. Others are going all in with themes like mega malls, ocean voyages, or entire worlds you can step into for a weekend. And it's not just decoration. Themes shape the art, the panels, the games, even the way people design their suits and badges. It keeps things fresh. It keeps people excited. And honestly, it's one of the reasons furries keep coming back year after year. Because every con feels like a new adventure. Same pack, different vibe. But beyond the suits, the art, and the cons, this is where the furry fandom really matters. For a lot of people, this space isn't just a hobby. It's where they figured out who they are, or finally felt safe enough to be that person. In 2026, inclusivity isn't just a buzzword in the fandom. It's something people actively protect. You see it in the way artists support each other, in how friends show up when someone's coming out, in how the community makes room for identities that don't always feel welcome elsewhere. The fandom doesn't ask you to be perfect. It just asks you to be real. And for a lot of furries, that's what makes this place feel like home. Now, when a fandom gets this big, safety stops being optional. In 2026, Furry conventions are a lot more serious about rules, boundaries, and consent. Clear codes of conduct are everywhere now. Zero tolerance for harassment, and a very simple rule that everyone understands. No means no. Always. Whether it's asking for a photo, a hug, or just someone's time, consent is part of the culture now. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. It means people feel safer showing up, being themselves, and actually enjoying the con without stress. Growth only works when respect grows with it. Another big reason the fandom feels different in 2026: content creators, artists, vloggers, streamers, suitors with cameras. The furry internet is always online. Platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok aren't just side things anymore. They're how the fandom connects, learns, and grows. You've got people filming con vlogs, sharing suit builds, dropping art, memes, and full-on lore for their personas. For a lot of new furries, this is the first door into the fandom. And for creators, it's a way to give back, tell their story, and keep the pack connected, even when the con's over. One part of the fandom that doesn't always get enough spotlight is charity. In 2026, helping out isn't just a nice extra, it's part of the culture. Conventions raise money for animal shelters, educational programs, and causes the community genuinely cares about. You'll see donation booths, charity auctions, and suitors lining up just to give back. It's a reminder that behind the masks and fur, there's a lot of heart here. The fandom doesn't just show up for itself, it shows up for others too. So let me ask you something. When you look at the furry fandom today, do you feel like it's changing? Or do you think it's just growing into who it was always meant to be? Because in 2026, this fandom isn't about a sudden glow-up or some dramatic rewrite of what being a furry means. It's about growth. The pack is bigger now, louder, more visible, more online than ever before. But at the same time, it's also more organized, more inclusive, and way more aware of the kind of space it creates. And I'm genuinely curious. If you've been around the fandom for a while, what changes have you noticed? Drop it in the comments. Old school furry or brand new to the pack? I want to hear your take. And hey, if this video's hitting for you, if you're vibing with this kind of deep dive furry content, hit that like button. It really helps the video reach more furries and keeps this conversation going. We still have the fun, the floof, the memes, the chaotic con energy we all secretly love. But now there's structure behind it. Clear boundaries, rules that protect people, and a community that knows how to take care of its own. And here's the part that really matters. Most fandoms don't survive getting this big. They burn out, they fracture, or they lose what made them special. But the furry fandom didn't lose its heart while growing. It learned how to protect it. So if you're already part of the pack, or you're just stepping in for the first time, welcome! You picked a pretty solid moment. And if you want to stay along for the ride, make sure you subscribe. Because if this is where the fandom is headed, yeah, the future looks pretty possum.